guys, I mean, you guys are an awesome ensemble, man. I gotta tell you, you guys are fun, very fun. You two, hilarious.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
Let us know where your characters are right now, where you guys taking off from season 1 into 2.
For me, my character, season 1 was begging for people to understand him and trying to figure out what his place is in the world. He's begging to understand himself. And then when you get to season 2, the microphone is literally in his face. The camera is on him, the microscope is on him. He's got the spotlight and also money now. So the question is, what do you do? Are you going to keep doing that same song and dance about that one time that thing happened with the police? Or are you gonna you're gonna expand because a lot of people are listening, a lot of people have their own issues, and so he's navigating that, trying to figure it out.
What about Gunther?
Yeah, in the beginning, like, he's very excited by the fact that Keef has like a pedestal to speak from now, and it kind of quickly just sort of it all kind of falls apart because it gets real hazy and the lines kind of get blurred, and Gunther kind of goes through a crisis where he's sort of trying to figure out like his purpose and everything.
Yes, Clovis?
Clovis is, he's strong now. He's swole. He's expanding his arsenal to get the ladies. You know what I mean? So he's trying to navigate that and hopefully get some new action based off of the physique.
Awesome.
Now you get a monkey wrench in the form of a new character played by Amy Garcia. What kind of whirlwind roller coaster is she going to add to the series?
It's weird because she is an antagonist in a way, but it depends on how you look at it, and that's always the dilemma. She's the gray area that comes in with a goal and opportunity that can change people's lives, but it can also affect other people's lives. And so, obviously, she's one of the best actors I've ever seen, and she does a great job of even you not hating her for what she's bringing to the table, because you want to look at her as the man, you know what I mean? But then you can't, because she does a great job of humanizing the other side of the coin, and it makes you her performance actually makes you question yourself. You go, huh? Okay, is this the antagonist? Like, who is? Like, what is her purpose here? And she does a great job of blending both sides of it. You know what I mean? So she definitely sends the group into some scenarios. Yeah.
You mentioned about in the growth of your character, the microphone is now in your face, and there seems to be more of a responsibility in the role of Keef. Speak to how the characters, without giving away too much, of course, dealing with that responsibility of being an activist.
Well, in the first season, you see him struggle mentally with what happened to him, but also with the task at hand in the form of inanimate objects or his comics that are talking to him. And in the second season, you see them go away a little bit because he's kind of mentally become more in check. How he deals with it, on one hand, he uses his friends as he always does. It's a tight group, so he doesn't just do something. Hey, what are we doing? How do we fix this? How do we figure it out? And when that doesn't work, sometimes he goes back to the crazy. You know what I mean? He goes straight up to talking to things, and he tries everything. He's kind of desperate a little bit. You know what I mean? You can see he doesn't handle it the right way in a lot of moments. So I think the fans will be very excited to see. It's not a very linear journey for him. He goes forward, he goes backwards, like Barry Sanders with football. It's just like this. He's all over the place.
Awesome.
You guys talk a little bit about the theme of friendship, because you guys are each really doing your own thing, but at the end of the day, you try to come together and really kind of powwow with each other on different perspectives on how to move forward. And it seems like sometimes when you forget that is when actually you even go further astray.
I mean, I think just the friendships we have in our lives are so important with tackling any of these, like, what you would say, like, touchy subjects, or because it should be like the safest place to bounce your ideas. These are all conversations you want to have, and you want to have a safe space where you can really feel like you can be vulnerable and wrong, And that's kind of what the friendship acts as, is like we all get together and we say whatever's on our mind, and then we get ridiculed, but it's all in a loving place, that circle of friendship.
Basically, he says the N-word around us.
Yeah,
And
they giving me the card, the pass.
Yeah, he keeps talking about this. You should have asked that question.
Yeah.
He said, no, you can't say it, Blake.
he's like, but in this environment, though.
And roll the cameras. That's all just me. That's not Gunther.
But you guys make a good point though. Like I said, the bond between you two. Like I go all the way back to the first season when the situation happens with you with the police, and you speak as though it happened to us. I thought that was like
I can't believe they did us
hilarious,
like
but still cool at the
Yeah.
same time. I don't even know what to say. Like it's just the bond is just great. The way you do that, and I just want to commend you guys on that.
I think the show too, also at its core, is it's a show about friendship.
Yeah.
And the group of friends. And I think shows don't work if you don't have that. You know what I mean? It's just like you said. You have to have an ability to speak freely, and we have that even in our own personal lives. You know what I mean? So it definitely manifests on camera as well. Like we all think differently in a lot of different aspects, a lot of different ways. We don't have fights or arguments or anything like that, but we definitely disagree on some stuff sometimes. But we're doing it while we're drinking. You know what I mean? Or kicking it. Well, you don't drink, but
Apple juice. I'm out here in these streets, in these juiced streets.
He's having a sugar-free Red Bull while we're all, going back whiskey. No, yeah, like I said, it's just a testament to the producers, the writers who put this squad together. You know what I mean? They made sure that they cast folks who seem like they like each other.
Yeah, it works well.
We still haven't been to his house, but other than that,
Honestly, you're not invited. I keep it on set. I like to keep it professional.
basically he's lying about the friendship is what he knows.
It's all for the camera.
Yeah. No, you know what's funny? He's always invited, but he's never around. He doesn't live in LA.
I'm here now.
Yeah, and I'm here too.
When it's done, we pulling up. Ain't that right, Blake?
I'll be there.
Let's go. We in there.
Kid at home.
And see, the physical transformation though, was that for the show or was that a health choice? Like,
No, literally it was a health choice.
Yeah.
So I mean, after season one, man, I was tired. I was groggy. They know I was like going to get like a massage every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like we would walk past a massage parlor. I'm like, oh, let's see if it's open. And they're like, it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, but the lights are on.
Like, that's not the massage.
yeah, that's not.
That's a different release.
So yeah, man, it just I got tired of aching and just being groggy, and one day I decided, man, I don't want to do this anymore. And I went out and I talked to Lamorne beforehand. He talked to me about like the keto diet, and there was another guy that we met in Vancouver that was filming what was the show?
Arrow?
He was filming Arrow. He was the Black Arrow, and so he was showing us like his before and after pictures. It was like ridiculously jacked.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm doing HIIT. And I was like, I'm going to do HIIT. So I downloaded an app and then started working with some trainers after like about a few months with the app. And yeah, man, now it's a lifestyle. I just work out.
Shout out to HIT.
Yeah.
And whose idea was it to write it in and actually?
Well, the writers, Marshall and Keith, they follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I would like post these progress pictures. And so they pitched it to the writers' room, like, hey, we gotta, because I mean, not only were we going through a pandemic, I mean the show as well. So it's like, well, you can't just come back and not talk about the last 2 years of life. So they're like, clearly the characters would have went through the same pandemic. So what happened throughout their life? And they just wrote it in, man. Made it make sense.
That was awesome.
Excuse me, we have time for one more question.
Okay. How much are you guys, now that you're in season 2, able to kind of ad-lib for your characters while on set?
Season 1.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
That was part of the agreement in the beginning. When you hire certain people, you're not gonna hire Wayne Brady and tell him he can't make stuff up. You know what I mean? Like that's literally what we're all known for.
Yeah.
It's like doing bits, being funny, and on our other shows that we worked on. And you have to have that element. Obviously, you have to know how to act as well, and and read the lines and play the character the way it's supposed to be played. But they wanted us to bring a part of ourselves. I remember our audition. I did a chemistry read with Murph, and going into it beforehand, and this is full transparency, I'm gonna put it out there right now. I wanted somebody else. I didn't know T. Murph. I wanted somebody else to get the part, right? So I was like, one of my other homeboys, and me and my other homeboy are so tight, like we improvise together, whatever. And I was like, oh, it's easy. I'm gonna start improvising at some point, and then you know, just follow. He was like, yeah, I got this. And he did. He was great. He was great. He came in. I'm talking.
Mind you, we didn't have this conversation before.
I was like, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm gonna improvise with him too. I mean, out of here. I was like, Jesus, I couldn't keep up. I was like, this motherfucker is funny. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh my god. So,
Basically, he lost his friend the job. Is what you're saying. He did this. It was all
I
him.
did not. I did not. This is sometimes it's your audition. Sometimes you just take it. It's your role. You know what I mean? I think what's yours is yours, and then he's very clearly this character.
Awesome.
All right, we're at time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.